Tonight, we report on Quincy buying security cameras for police, and the Ephrata Chamber of Commerce names a new director. What's happening in sports, Bob?
The running Vikes get back on the winning track at Columbia Basin, and the Ephrata girls are still alive in postseason play. Let's take a quick glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Hi everyone, Chassel here at the Weather Center. This evening, showers towards our southeast and another system approaching by Friday, bringing that threat of valley rain and mountain snow. I'll have more details for you in just a bit.
I'm Amber Jenks, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Quincy is spending $8,000 to purchase security cameras for the police. The City Council approved buying the cameras from Security Lines US, a California-based company. The purchase includes a digital video recorder, wireless router for cameras, and software to use the system. Maintenance Supervisor Dave Reynolds said the system includes 1 stationary camera and 3 cameras that can move. The cameras are expected to be placed in Lodger Park to help curb vandalism in the park. People have driven on the lawns and destroyed equipment at the park. The system allows police to access the cameras through a cell phone or tablet so they can get a current picture. They have the ability to take a high definition picture and use night vision. The City Council did not discuss the cameras before they voted unanimously to approve the purchase. The City of Ephrata is preparing to open registration for the community garden beginning next month, and people interested can attend an informal meeting on March 1st. Reporter Joe Utter has the details.
Ephrata Parks and Recreation is holding an informational meeting for people interested in using the community garden for 2016. The meeting is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. on March 1st at the Ephrata City Hall. The meeting is to review rules and expectations for use of the garden, located at the corner of C Street Southwest and 4th Avenue Southwest. Ephrata City Hall is located at 121 Alder Street Southwest. Plots are available to returning gardeners beginning on March 2nd. New gardeners have the option to lease a plot starting on April 1st. For more information, call 509-754-4601. Ephrata's community garden was part of the Healthy Communities program developed by the Center for Disease Control. Donations were received from several local businesses, and volunteer labor was instrumental in the construction of the community garden. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
A police pursuit of a motorcycle reportedly reached speeds of nearly 150 miles per hour on Tuesday evening in Moses Lake. A Washington State Patrol trooper reportedly attempted to stop Guy Rutherford, a 21-year-old Moses Lake man, on State Route 17 near Interstate 90. He was allegedly driving his 2013 Yamaha FZ8 more than 100 miles per hour onto Yonezawa Boulevard. According to Trooper Darren Wright, Rutherford allegedly drove back onto I-90 and reached speeds of 147 miles per hour before taking the exit for West Shore Drive Northeast. The suspect slowed down and reportedly lost control trying to make a turn on West Shore Drive and laid the motorcycle down on its side. Rutherford was not injured and was arrested for attempting to elude a pursuing police vehicle. The Ephrata Chamber of Commerce has a new executive director. Amber Reynolds replaces Andrea Callahan, who left the position on February 3rd after accepting a position with Ephrata-based Clear Risk Solutions. The chamber organizes annual events like Basin Summer Sounds and the Miracle on Main Street, and Reynolds said one of her goals is to make them better and more inviting to people. Reynolds is a Moses Lake native and earned a degree in surgical technology from Yakima Community College, but said she found herself wanting to come back to Grant County in the past few years. With Ephrata being a small community, Reynolds said she believes it's important for her and the chamber to find new ways to attract businesses to the area while listening to the residents. Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be right back after this.
When the cold rolls in, it's time to turn on the heater and cozy up with a book. But turning up the heat can mean higher electric bills. And for some families in tough times, that could mean choosing between a warm meal or a warm house. For decades, people like you have extended a hand to help local families in need pay those winter electric bills. Share the warmth this winter to help keep your neighbor warm by giving a little when you pay your Grant PUD bill.
Hi everyone, I'm Chaselyn Rodriguez bringing you your local weather. This weather segment is brought to you by Barry Motors, one great place to buy and service a car. Those temperatures remain above the normal for this time of year within the next few days. Taking a closer look at our headlines for tonight, mostly cloudy skies are expected. Showers are likely, especially through the early morning and morning commute. Rain, valley, and mountain snow, but conditions will be improving by this weekend. Taking a closer look at the almanac within the past 24 hours, we woke up with temperatures above the normal for this time of year in the upper 30s, almost hitting that 40-degree mark. The average should be in the mid-20s for our area, and maximum temperatures also above the normal in the 50s, and that sunset at 5:26 p.m. Most days like you woke up with temperatures also above the normal in the lower 40s, maximum temperatures in the lower 50s, and that record high of 62 degrees in 1977. Right now outside your door, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid 40s with those winds pushing through from the south-southwest up to 11 miles per hour. And therefore, those temperatures will remain above the normal through the overnight hours. Mountain snow for this evening, some cloud cover through the coastal area and that chance for showers, as well as towards the southeast. Dry conditions along the northeast, but increasing cloud cover as another system approaching the area by Friday through the overnight hours. Showers, heavy rainfall at times, and then even that possibility of thunderstorms and mountain snow. Cloud cover for our Columbia Basin and for much of the east, even for the inland northwest. And then for this weekend, conditions will be improving for much of our state. But in the meantime, for Friday morning, showers and thunderstorms along the coastal area, mountain snow, heavy rainfall through the evening commute. So if you're planning on heading out, make sure you be cautious and bring an umbrella with you after you step out the door. For Saturday morning, dry conditions are expected for our area and some mountain snow, especially towards the north. Those temperatures along the coastal area in the upper 40s to lower 50s for Seattle with lots of cloud cover. Yakima in the lower 50s, and towards the inland northwest, temperatures in the mid 40s with lots of cloud cover and that threat of showers, and even that possibility of some thunderstorms, especially towards our west. Temperatures around our Columbia Basin ranging from the lower 40s to lower 50s. Royal City 51, Bridgeport 43. Mostly cloudy skies for tomorrow are expected. And taking a closer look at our extended forecast for the week. Showers for tomorrow with lots of cloud cover. Conditions will be improving by Saturday. Lots of sunshine, temperatures in the 50s, and then a slight decrease for Sunday, and then we return to that 50-degree mark for the beginning of the work week.
To save some energy, I've used Einstein's mass energy equivalents to design the haptic suits you see in front of you. They will maintain our core body temperature while we completely turn off our heat and air conditioning. With the money we save on our Grant PUD bill, I'll be expecting that trip to Disneyland this year.
You don't need to be a super genius to save energy and money. Visit grantpud.org to learn how.
The new flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
Go flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food. not fast food.
The running Vikes picked up a big bounce-back 86-81 win at Columbia Basin College last night. It was a huge victory in the overall scheme of things as Big Bend keeps pace with Spokane atop the East Conference standings. Riker Pierce and J.J. Eli lit up the scoreboard with 28 and 25 points respectively. Moga Ladeau, back from an ankle injury, added a 13.7 rebound effort. Big Bend led 40-32 at the half. The Hawks outscored the running Vikes 49-46 in the second 20 minutes of action, but Big Bend was able to come away with the win and remain deadlocked with the Sasquatch at 10-1 in league play. The Lady Vikings dropped a 76-56 contest to CBC to fall to 2-9 in league play. 3 Big Bend players hit for double digits, led by 13 from Mariah Tipping. But it was another poor shooting night for the Lady Vikings, who sank 37% of their shots from the field, 56% from the charity stripe, and an embarrassing 19% from three-point range. The first quarter was close, with the Hawks holding a 22-16 edge. A 4-point second quarter was the undoing for the Lady Vikings. Big Bend is back in action Saturday afternoon when Walla Walla comes to town. The Lady Vikings kick things off at 2. The running Vikes and Warriors tip off at 4. Adrielle Willis knocked down a game-high 30 points to lead Sela past Ephrata 65-55 in round 2 of the district tournament. Willis drained 4 buckets in the opening minutes to jumpstart a 17-point Viking first quarter. Ephrata trailed 34-22 at the break. The Tigers went on a 2016 third quarter run to close the gap to 44-42, but Sela closed it out with a 19-13 run in the fourth to chalk up the W. Harley Vanetta led Ephrata with 21 points. Katie Hillard added 14. Despite the back-to-back losses in tournament play, the Tigers are still alive in the postseason. Ephrata hits the road to match up with East Valley of Spokane in Spokane Saturday at 6 p.m. in a loser-out contest. Well, the 28th annual Matt Classic State Wrestling Tournament kicks off Friday morning in the Tacoma Dome. The Basin will be represented well with 38 wrestlers from 5 schools, all in search of championship hardware. We'll have the complete coverage of the tournament beginning on Monday. The state swim meet is also taking place at the King County Aquatic Center in Federal Way this weekend. We'll be back after this commercial break.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Our spotlight story tonight is about students at the Columbia Basin Tech Center building a boat for an oyster harvesting business. Reporter Devin Higgins has the details.
At the Columbia Basin Technical Skills Center's Manufacturing and Engineering Department, kids are hard at work behind closed doors working on a one-of-a-kind project. It may not look like much at the moment, but by the end of the week, these students will have transformed several pieces of aluminum into an 18-foot-long boat used for oyster harvesting by a Cowlitz County business owner. Kyle Turley runs an operation that collects oysters from the lower Columbia River, and he's also a career and technical education teacher at Wakayakum High School in Kafflamet. He said he came to CB Tech after hearing about the school's manufacturing program and offered them a chance to make a new boat for his fleet. It also provided him an opportunity to learn about boat construction and welding techniques from instructor Chad Utter. Utter talked about why he chose to take on the project and how it helps his students.
10, 12, 15 years ago at the high school, Rick Rosenow and myself started building boats and kind of got decent at doing, kind of understood what we were doing. And so last summer I went to Alaska and fished for a guy and from Western Washington. When he's not fishing in Alaska, he has an oyster bed on the Columbia River. And so he was quizzing me about building him a boat for his oyster farm and thought we could do it. And so with our new facility here and the equipment we've got, kind of the goal is to build this boat in a week or so, just to get it done more of a production mode, teach kids the skills of aluminum fabrication and fitting things up. This is not a kit boat. This is something that we've designed completely. And again, we're using some of the stuff that we've learned through the years, but this is a totally different boat than we've ever built before too, so there's a lot of planning, a lot of gridding, a lot of thinking, and a little bit of trial and error to make sure that we get it right.
Moses Lake Jr. John David Gregg is taking part in the design and fabrication of the boat, and he talked about the challenges and experience he's getting from the project.
It's actually pretty nice because you get to see it from the start to finish, and you get to learn the steps that you go through to do it. And then at the end, you're going to feel accomplished because you helped build the boat that we're building right now. When I was a freshman at the high school, there was still the boat building class over there, and I watched them build or work on a couple boats over there. So I kind of knew just the basics, but then here I get to do hands-on and actually go through the whole process.
With trade skills and manufacturing becoming more essential to the economy, Utter said students who take part in programs like CB Techs are getting the attention of companies and potential employers across the state.
It's really exciting actually that these kids, if they take a vocational class wherever, that there are career opportunities for them, and not just job opportunities, but actual career opportunities and good paying jobs. We have recruiters coming from the west side even. The Naval Shipyard has been here. They had something like 600 entry-level positions open right now. There's a good demand for good paying jobs in this area.
In Moses Lake, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back after this.
We are real students, and this really is our college.
My dream will change the outcome of my life.
My college is allowing me to achieve my dream.
My dream is to be a pilot.
My dream is to be a nurse.
Only you can determine your dream. Big Bend will help you get there.
What's your dream?
Experience speed like never before when you connect to Grant PUD's high-speed network. Visit grantpud.org to learn more.
Welcome back. A man is accused of drugging and molesting a 6th grade girl in an Ephrata residence. Prosecutors charged Matthew Metcalf, a 32-year-old man in Grant County Superior Court, with child molestation in the 2nd degree. The defendant and his wife were staying in the same home as a victim in 2013 when he allegedly handed the girl a meth pipe and told her to inhale. According to Ephrata police, she reportedly did. After his wife left on an errand, he reportedly showed the girl pornography and molested her. The girl allegedly escaped while he was in the bathroom. Metcalf declined to speak to police. He is also facing charges of child molestation in the 1st degree in Whatcom County for molesting a 6-year-old girl. A caretaker served 40 days in jail after locking a couple outside of their home and barricading herself inside. Nina Oliver, a 49-year-old Moses Lake woman, pleaded guilty in Grant County Superior Court to criminal mischief while armed and 2 counts of criminal mistreatment. Judge David Estudio followed the attorney's recommendation and sentenced Oliver to 40 days in jail. She served the sentence waiting for a resolution to the case. Moses Lake police were initially called to a home on December 23rd because of a report of a drunk driver. When the officer arrived, he found one of the victims, a 66-year-old man suffering with Parkinson's disease, walking outside of the residence. The officer learned Oliver had locked the man and his wife, a 67-year-old woman suffering with multiple sclerosis, out of their home. The couple had let Oliver stay in the home when she took care of them. After an argument, she locked them out of the house and placed an oven in front of the door. In Northwest News, one of the men who helped foil a terrorist attack on a train in France last summer has been honored in his home state of Oregon. For CNN, Cor Harlan has the details.
From her ceremonial office at the state capitol, Oregon Governor Kate Brown awarded Alex Scarlatos the Oregon Distinguished Service Award for helping stop a terror attack aboard a French train in August.
It's humbling, obviously, and I'm incredibly grateful because I've gotten awards from the French government, from the federal government, but to be honored by my own state is a huge honor to me.
Ironically, Scarlatos was on leave from a deployment in Afghanistan when he was on that train. I had time this morning to ask Alec about the incident and his reaction to it. He says it was a gut reaction that for him was simply do or die.
If we sat there, he was going to get to us eventually, so you might as well give it a shot if you're going to die anyway. And luckily, we rolled sevens and got really lucky.
Before the events that led to his notoriety, Alec was a Costco employee in Roseburg, a student at Umpqua Community College, and a specialist with the Oregon National Guard. He's enjoyed the celebrity status of his heroism, but he says he's anxious to return to the quiet life he lived in Roseburg.
Burglars in Renton were caught on camera breaking into a vape shop and causing thousands of dollars of damage. Como's Paige Anderson has the story.
The burglars used cinder blocks, not just to break through the front door, but to break into the glass display cases. 4 suspects who trashed the e-cig and vape store in Renton Thursday morning.
Glass all over the floor, cases were smashed. The whole place looked like a bomb went off.
Store manager Paige Anderson feels violated twice. Once at losing $18,000 of merchandise, twice at the senseless vandalism.
They even smashed my candy machine and my water dispenser, so they did a number on this.
They also tried to make off with a 700-pound safe, which police found discarded across the street. But how do you explain this?
They took the toothpaste and the toilet paper out of my bathroom in the back.
Carelessness, however, may be their undoing. It took an hour before the suspects disabled the security camera, and Paige recognizes one of the young men as a customer she's seen before.
I really hope we catch him, honestly.
She thinks they might be older kids who live in the area, so the security video and still shots have been posted on Facebook. The more people who see it, she figures, the greater chance of an arrest.
We've sent them to the school districts, cops have them. So hopefully somebody will be like, oh yeah, I know him.
Plywood still covers the front door, but e-cig and vape replaced the display cases and reopened the next day. Back to business with an ear on the streets for any information that may help solve this burglary.
That's going to do it here for us at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.